I'll kind of summarize these all from the lens of him being a rushdown monster, is if we're full screen, we're trying to do our zoning or stuff, at any time we can choose to do this 19 frame plus on block full screen move that dashes us in for some Oki afterwards. So it's a great anti-zoning tool and is also plus if the opponent chooses to block, which is a cool option. Then we've also got this crazy mine, which can lead to some ridiculous setups, ridiculous plus frame pressure. It's a lot more interesting and useful than I anticipated it being. It does cost a whole Kameo gauge. Like, take stuff like this, where the opponent, yeah, they have to guess whether you're going to go into an overhead or use these plus frames, go for a throw, which will go for a full combo, and if they block, then it's just going to be completely plus. It also doesn't go away on hit. I can use it as a way to keep my armor safe and kind of keep it plus if they get hit by it. There is a lot of potential with this mine. Just, yeah, it's unfortunate it uses the whole Kameo gauge, but at least it isn't a slow recharge. And then we have all these 3 interesting moves that can only be performed in certain hit states. So where the opponent is airborne in certain ways, then you can use forwards or upwards Kameo to get some kind of combo extensions, which seems like they do lead to really damaging combos. They're just a little bit more restricted than I expected them being. It seems like there's some weird limitations into what counts as the opponent being airborne and what's an okay state to do this in. But we'll take a little bit of practice and I'm sure we'll get some easy high damaging combos. Like, we already got this as a high damaging combo. And that's pretty easy to do for a 43% that is unoptimized. Oh, I'll take that. So interesting, like, additional damage tools, and they also come back pretty fast once we get the hit. It's cool. And then also we have this, like, game-changing Oki tool where we can turn any combo into basically a block string. We're forcing the opponent to block. They can't use armored attacks until they block the move. So it is going to be super useful in matchups where people have armored wake-ups and Kameos that make their wake-up safe. And also we talked about how it seems like it can lead to some interesting overhead low mix, because you can just summon him at any point recently after a knockdown. So yeah, a lot of potential with this guy. Now I'm going to take the time to lab a little bit more, but first impressions, seems kind of crazy. He does take a decent chunk of your health though, I just noticed. 900 life. That actually kind of sucks a lot. You're not playing this character with Natara, that's for sure. Okay, that's worse than a striker or a Kano, dang. Okay. That kind of, oof, I don't know how I feel about that now though, because that's, like, they're thinking that he's better than Janet and Chameleon, and Janet and Chameleon are some of the strongest cameos in the game, and they're not taking any of your life. Okay, we'll see if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but only time will tell. Anyways, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one, bye!